Hey, speaking of known for HSN, oh my goodness, I'm gonna say, I said to Carrie Mobley, who is one of our fabulous garden experts, I said, I think this product has been around here as long as I have. Pretty much. I'm a little longer, but almost 30 years. And you know what the unique thing about this? SprayNGrow, it continues in that longevity to be a #1 customer pick favorite. Why, Carrie Mobley? Come on in here and let's talk, because when we say SprayNGrow, and I have my own testimony I'll tell you about, and I do not have a green thumb whatsoever. But what are we looking at here?
Oh, well, first of all, I see these are all pictures from my house. Literally, these are my gardens. Yes.
Beautiful.
Well, you know what? When you have SprayNGrow, it really is green thumb in a bottle. And people ask me all the time, what is SprayNGrow? Well, SprayNGrow is totally unique. It's not a fertilizer. It's actually vitamins for your plants. And what's great about it is that it's a concentrate, so this is gonna last you a super long time, and it's easy to use. You simply spray it right on the plants, on the fruits, on the vegetables, on the flowers. It's totally non-toxic, so you don't have to worry about how it's going to impact you or your life. And what
or your pets.
That's right, exactly. Right. But what it is it is guaranteed to give you more, bigger, better, more flowers, more orchids, more fruits, more vegetables. And as I flip through these pictures, I want to point out, Lynn, that these were all pictures sent in from our customers.
Love that.
They were so impressed with the results that they took the time to take a picture and send it to us at SprayNGrow. And so, like, this is from Dawn in Virginia. Look at this.
And that was our first time ever using SprayNGrow, she was saying.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
amazing.
So, I'm telling you, it is really an amazing product. And so, you know, you can see that it can be used on anything that's green and grows. Hanging baskets, fruits and vegetables. I tell you what, it intensifies the sugar content of your fruits and vegetables. What SprayNGrow does is it brings your plants to their full potential. You take your Andrew Lessman vitamins. These are the vitamins for your plants. And this is guaranteed. You can use the entire bottle. And if you aren't getting the results like I'm gonna be showing you today, you can send back the empty bottle for a full refund.
But nobody does that because they get results like this.
That's right, exactly. So listen, it's that time of year where maybe you guys had started planting your garden and now you see the tomatoes that are popping up. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting, right? I love tomatoes. I invite you to check out my tomatoes over here.
Look beautiful.
I mean, look, that is how you want your tomatoes to be. And Lynn is actually using our power sprayer. And she's using it because if you were to get the 1 gallon, the power sprayer comes with it. Yeah. And there is no shelf life on our SprayNGrow, so you get the big one, trust me, it's gonna work, and then you get that sprayer.
And on sale. Let me just mention that real quick, Harry.
Right. Yes,
yeah, because normally it's $99.95. We took $20 off the HSN price today because we thought, what better timing right now? Think about it, right? Going into summer, you know, doing your fresh vegetables, your gardening. It is so simple, it's so easy. I want to also mention we have 2 other sizes that are available and everything is on sale. So obviously the biggest savings is always going to be the largest, which is the 1 gallon. And you're set. You're set probably for a couple years, depending on how.
Probably 5
years, honestly. And we also have flex pay on that. We have a 32 ounce that's normally $39.95. We took $10 off of that. And we have a 64 ounce that's normally $67. That's $53.95. And of course, the 1 gallon that also comes on with the 2-quart sprayer, which is awesome. Wonderful.
Yeah, and you can use it for anything.
And you can use any spray bottle, right, Carrie? It doesn't have to be this one.
And we have a great animation because I really like to show the way that SprayNGrow works. So really, like I said, it's a concentrate. So you just need like 2 teaspoons. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the 2 teaspoons, you're gonna put it in with some warm water. Any spray bottle will work. Just make sure it's really well rinsed out. Let it sit for 15 minutes. That activates those micronutrients, and you simply spray it right on the plants. All plants, Lynn, they have something called stomata. It's like the little pores on your skin. And what Bill Muskoff, he is the creator of SprayNGrow, he realized that feeding through the stomata is 10 times more effective than feeding through the roots because that plant doesn't have to fight gravity to get those nutrients. Farmers have been using foliar feeding for 50 plus years,
yeah,
right?
sure.
So it's really easy to use. You put it on anything that's green and grows. I'm talking fruits, vegetables, herbs, flowers. Even if you have a patch of grass that just isn't growing, I tell you what, Lynn, you use SprayNGrow on it,
It's
and
true.
you will be blown away.
Well, I told you I had a story. So I do not have a green thumb. I wish I did. My mom, and this had to be at least 9 years ago, ordered me, this is before HSN, we did a lot of plants, but it was from QVC, and it was a hibiscus plant. And at that time, they were also selling the SprayNGrow. So she ordered both, and when I tell you, and I forget a lot, but when I remember, I go out, and to this day, it is still in my front yard.
Wow.
I get more compliments, and it was one that changed from yellows to oranges to pinks, and honest to goodness, it's the easiest thing ever. And then, of course, inside, you just spray your plants. But look, you're showing. That's just my own testimonial, but that is why hundreds of thousands, millions, I'd probably say at this point.
I think so.
It's close to 30 years of SprayNGrow have been ordered here at HSN for outside and inside plants, right, Kara?
Yes, absolutely. And listen, I mean, I specifically fell in love with it because I've always loved growing orchids. And I'm just gonna put this picture down real quick. You know, a lot of times you get an orchid as a gift and it's beautiful when it's in bloom, and then it never blooms again. When I started treating my orchids with SprayNGrow, and of course I was treating everything, but you want to talk about a burst with all of my orchids. It just was a game changer. And I have a lot of fruit trees and vegetables, and like I said at the beginning, it intensifies the sugar content of your fruits and vegetables. I noticed that underneath my fruit and vegetable plants, the grass was much more thick and lush and rich and healthier. And I was like, duh, anything that's green and grows. So it really is an amazing, an amazing gardening product. It is green thumb in a bottle, and you can see how easy it is to use. Now that's that sprayer you're seeing there that will be coming along with that 1 gallon. And again, it's totally non-toxic, so you're never gonna have to worry about that. And again, you have nothing to lose because it is guaranteed to the bottom of the bottle. Gardening is competitive.
Oh,
Don't
absolutely.
you want to have the best garden on the block?
You're so proud.
This
and
is
not
the
even
secret.
outside, inside, outside, all year round. That is the beauty of SprayNGrow. We have a clock up on the screen, Carrie. We are very, very busy. It's always been our #1 most popular when it comes to gardening and growing fruits and natural, beautiful vegetation. Florists love SprayNGrow. We have so many florists here at HSN.
Cut flowers. If you spray SprayNGrow on your cut flowers, it makes them last almost twice as long.
You couldn't even see the person.
Isn't
my
that crazy?
goodness.
I know, and we love these videos, right? So these are the with and the without. A lot of our customers said to themselves, does this really work? So they would buy 2 plants and test it out. Now here you can see the difference. I mean, they still look good, but there's a big difference, right? And you've invested some money into your plants. You've invested money in your garden. Why not get the most out of it without adding any toxic ingredients? It's just as simple as spraying once every 2 weeks. I actually use mine like maybe once a week because it doesn't hurt it. It only makes it better. But that's just me. So really just enjoy it and love gardening. And this, by the way, is 1 leaf of basil.
Are you kidding me?
Can you even believe that?
I've never seen a leaf that large.
I know. It could wrap around my head. I have a tiny head, but...
We have a final minute going on right now. Your best way to get through is scan that QR scan at the bottom of the screen. If you are just tuning in, it's on sale today. The 1 gallon is our biggest, obviously, savings. It's $20 off today. And we have FlexPay. And I love what you said, Carrie. I know it seems too good to be true. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's on everything that you purchase with us here at HSN. These don't even, like, when you do the comparison, it could be from, like, the same plant that you bought.
I'm telling you
That's what a difference this is.
It is guaranteed to give you more, bigger, and better. More flowers, more fruits, more vegetables, better tasting because it intensifies that sugar content. And just simply better, a healthier plant. I absolutely love hydrangeas. If you have hydrangeas, do they look like this? Well, they can if you use SprayNGrow.
That is so true. Again, 3 sizes available, the 32, the 64, and also the 1 gallon, all on sale.